this presentation?
Yeah.
Or,
Another presentation is from your paper, but Alvin sends out a weekly.
Yeah, I can tell you where that comes from. It comes from published books that have already been.
Representative of the leadership. They're loved and cared for, and here it's safe. Here it's safe. Because out there in the secular world, for many of our people, it's not so safe. And I'm not talking about anti-Semitism. I'm just talking about the fear of just getting through the day. We're in the middle of a tremendously fantastic period of transition. I am not a gloom and doomer. I think this is probably the greatest time to be involved in the Jewish community in the history of Judaism. It's changing. 50 years from now, it's going to look a hell of a lot different. 10 years from now, it's going to look a hell of a lot different. It's going to be up to us and the leaders of congregations and institutions to adapt and innovate, or else we'll die. But we always have. We always have. And there's enough talent to make sure that happens. But it requires a little guts. So we're in the Lake Lacan neighborhood, and we have to remember that vision. To not be afraid to risk and to go forth and take a chance and stand up for what we believe in and be open to innovation and change regardless of where it takes us, because our people are already doing it. So, regardless of the generation, I'm going to go back to a very basic need. If Heschel is right, and I think he is, that people are in need of being needed. That's where the conversation, to me, begins, regardless of whether you're 90 or 15.
So I wouldn't disagree at all with what the two of you have just said. Just want to add a couple of things to the mix, because I think that the world that we live in right now, we're just seeing tremendous shifts, which leaves an enormous generation gap. And two of the quick phenomena that I just wanted to bring up. One is the demographics of the community. This may not be news to folks, but I think it's an enormous issue playing out in terms of what generations need and want. I did a talk recently at the JCC in Seattle for a group of older adults, and I asked them to think about when they left their parents' home and how many years it was from the time that they moved out of their parents' home until they had a child of their own. And they thought about those numbers and they kind of shouted them out, and for most people it was a handful.